Hello, everyone. Hi, Matt, and thank you so much for allowing me to share my story. I'm former refugee from Bhutan. I came to Nepal when I was 3 months and stayed in refugee camp for um, almost 20 years, 19 years, and came to Dallas, Texas, and lived there for 10 years, around 11 years. And I recently moved to Pennsylvania, Harrisburg, to plant a church here. I'm from Nepali background. I speak Nepali, Hindi, and I'm learning English. Yeah.
You were 3 months old when you moved to the refugee camp in Nepal, and you spent almost 20 years there. Did a lot of Bhutanese refugees live there in that refugee camp for 20 years or for that same amount of time? Is that common?
Yeah, that is common. We actually we I mean long histories. I mean, we have centuries of histories that our people from Nepal, they went to Bhutan, and from Bhutan, the Bhutanese government thought that we were not exactly Bhutanese, and not just our family, but whole southern Bhutanese was so many, the thousands of people were refugees because of politics, because of religious differences, and so many other status. But yeah, that was common that I think thousands of people, 40, 50,000 were in the refugee camp in eastern Nepal. We had no way of knowing that we would be America one day. That was not in our, mind.
Mhm.
We thought we would be staying in the camp for forever.
If I remember, in Bhutan, they speak, or the majority people there in Bhutan speak Dzongkha, a different
Yeah.
language, but the culturally Nepali people who lived there in the south, they spoke Nepali. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. I heard the stories that Bhutanese government, they forced them to learn Dzongkha. It's the national language, and they burn Nepali books, Nepali literature, Nepali dress, those kind of stuff to make everyone learn their culture and their language and their everything, even the religion. The Bhutanese had Buddhist religion, and Nepali are mostly the Hindu. So they were technically forcing Buddhism and their all tradition on the Nepalese, and it was, yeah, it was kind of like, to my knowing, it was them forcing us to learn Dzongkha language. We were not allowed to speak Nepali. You
Mm.
know, they were kind of erasing that the language literature from the country, so they can they can attack our culture.
Talk to me a little bit about like your identity, because someone might call you Bhutanese, someone might say you're Nepalese because you speak the language and you kind of lived there as well. You're an American citizen.
Yeah, it's so I mean confusing to even identify myself. I had this identity issues growing up. Everybody would ask, where you from, and my mind would take me to, I'm Bhutanese, but all of my the culture and even the language I speak is from Nepal, and now and I my first citizenship is from America. So I would kind of say Bhutanese American.